Thousands and thousands of years ago, long before cities, cars, or smartphones existed, the world was a frozen, dangerous place called the Ice Age, where giant glaciers covered the land and every day was a battle for survival against freezing temperatures and terrifying monsters like the saber-toothed tiger and the woolly mammoth. In this harsh and snowy world, ancient humans lived in caves and gathered around campfires to stay warm, but they were not alone in the darkness, because hiding in the shadows were wild, gray wolves that were fierce hunters with sharp teeth and glowing eyes. And for a long time, humans and wolves were bitter enemies who fought over the same food and tried to kill each other. However, something incredible happened that changed history forever, not with a war, but with a hungry stomach and a brave decision. One cold night, a specific wolf, perhaps one that was smaller or less aggressive than the others, found itself alone and starving near a human camp, smelling the delicious scent of roasting meat drifting through the air. Instead of attacking the humans or running away in fear, this curious wolf decided to creep closer, staying just outside the circle of light, waiting for a chance to eat. A human, seeing the hungry creature but noticing it wasn't growling, took a piece of leftover meat and tossed it into the darkness. The wolf ate the bone and, instead of running back into the wild, it laid down just a little bit closer to the fire. This was the magical moment where the wall between enemies began to crumble. Over the next few weeks and months, this wolf and maybe a few others realized that hanging out with humans was a much easier way to get food than hunting in the freezing cold, and the humans realized that having wolves around was actually like having a living security alarm system, because the wolves would bark and growl if a dangerous predator or a rival tribe approached the camp while the humans slept. This partnership created a bond that grew stronger over generations. The wolves that were too aggressive or bit the humans were chased away or killed, meaning only the friendliest, calmest, and most obedient wolves were allowed to stay, eat, and have puppies. These puppies inherited the friendly nature of their parents, and over hundreds of years, this process, which scientists call survival of the friendliest, actually began to change the way the wolves looked and acted. Their fearsome, pointy wolf ears started to flop down because they were no longer stressed and listening for danger every second. Their tails started to curl and wag to show happiness. Their coats developed new colors like spots and patches, and their snouts became shorter and cuter. They stopped being wild animals that looked out only for themselves and became partners that looked into human eyes for direction, learning to understand pointing fingers and spoken commands. They hunted together with humans, herding animals and tracking prey, becoming an essential part of the family tribe. As the ice melted and the world changed, these wolf dogs traveled everywhere with their humans, evolving into all the different shapes and sizes we see today, from the tiny Chihuahua to the giant Great Dane. It is a mind-blowing realization that the fluffy, barking puppy licking your face today carries the DNA of a fierce Ice Age hunter, but instead of the wild howl of a lone wolf, it now has the loyal heart of humanity's best friend, proving that kindness and friendship are the most powerful forces of evolution.